Hello, my friends. It's Jamie Liptan. Welcome back to Portland Myofascial Release's self-care series. Today we're going to talk about the jaw. In these stressful times, I know many of you are dealing with jaw pain and tightness. We tend to clench when we sleep. A lot of times when we're awake now, and we do it unconsciously. We don't even know we're doing it. And we also tend to scrunch down like this in front. So we're going to get into ways to release that today. You know, a lot of times when people start receiving treatment with us here, one of the first things they notice is that they can feel something when we're working somewhere else. So for example, we might be working down here on our shoulder and they'll say, wow, my jaw is really lighting up on either side. As you know, if you've been in treatment with us or have had any contact with myofascial release, the fascia runs everywhere in the body. And so it's no surprise then that you can feel the effects of myofascial release treatment everywhere on your body. So we're not just going to be focusing exclusively on the jaw joint. All of this impacts what happens right here, as well as up into the head. So with that in mind, as we do these techniques, I want you to really open your antennas up to feeling everywhere you might feel. As you open this up, you might start to feel back here is really, really tight, and then you might need to do some self-treatment there. So the first thing we're gonna do is, if you have glasses, we gotta take them off. So there's this fascial sheath that runs all the way like this. So the first thing we're gonna do is kind of release some of the top of it, right? So we wanna take our hands and form this little L right here, or maybe V, and put them under our ears like this on both sides, and just relax our hands. You're gonna slightly, gently compress in just enough to feel grippy. It doesn't have to be, we're not trying to squish our heads here. We're just trying to make contact and feel what we call the depth barrier. So just kind of engaging right underneath the skin. And you get that nice sense of grippiness. And then we're in a comfortable position here. We're just gonna let the weight of our arms melt the sides of our face. And I know my mouth is probably looking pretty funny. We can feel that melting all through that jaw and cheeks. I'm even feeling it going up into my head here. Again, with nothing more than the weight of my arms. That's it. That's all it takes. And we do this for a good 4 or 5 minutes. If you're self-conscious, do it when nobody else is in the room, so you don't feel silly about looking like droopy dog. But really kind of letting that sense of melting take over your whole face. And boy, let me tell you, it feels really good. So again, 4 or 5 minutes, really get some long releases. We're not sliding on the skin. If you're working on a quarantine beard like me, you might have to squeeze just a little bit more to get underneath the slipperiness of that hair and really engage your tissue. But again, we're not trying to squeeze our heads in this technique. So that is direct on the jaw here. Now let's talk about how the neck is involved. So a lot of times when we're squishing forward like this, all of this fascia and muscle on the front is really tight and restricted. So gently, we're going to elongate all that tissue using our hands on our skin and the position of our head. So again, we want to get in a nice comfortable position where we feel balanced and we don't have to kind of hold ourselves up. Now you're going to want to take, so first we're going to do the front of our neck. You want to take your hand on your skin and double them over. Make sure your shoulders are nice and soft and relaxed, not up here like this. And again, this is only the weight of your arms pulling down. And then really gently, we're just going to open up our necks until we feel the first sense of a barrier or a stopping. We're not trying to stretch ourselves all the way through our restrictions. We're really just gently leaning into them. I can feel this all the way up like this. And again, as soon as you feel a restriction, you want to stop. If I wanted to, with my musculature, with my force, I could power through that and get way to the end of this stretch. but I would miss all of that fascial releasing that I need through the middle there. So just gently weighting, and as it releases, I just go a little further and let my jaw hang as well. Again, droopy dog, it's okay to look silly. It's really good for you. So we do that for a good long while, really feel that opening. And I'm gonna take this hand underneath my collarbone here and just kind of plant it there and let this hand hang out. And I'm gonna turn my head away like this and back. This hand might want to come down and open up like this. You know, you could play with the position of this arm. And I'm feeling this right up all through my jaw, into my ear, the base of my skull. And notice how I'm just kind of following the lines of tension with my head here. This arm is not pulling down. It's just resting here. The weight of your arm is enough. Just letting it open slowly, slowly, slowly. And go where it needs to go. When you're finished, gently coming back to center. And then the other side. Opening, opening, opening. I won't go through the whole series, but you get the point. Really on this side, I'm really feeling it right there. So I might stop right here and just wait. And then when it's ready, it would be longer than this, and just go where it takes me. Again, softly, gently, not forcing it. We're not trying to stretch it, trying to release it. So give that a try. Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you have any other specific body parts or techniques that you're interested in, shoot us a comment and let us know. You can visit us at portlandmfr.com for any more information about us. On behalf of Rachel, Corey, and Spencer, my colleagues here, we miss you, and we'll see you soon.